But here we are. It's gonna be the game, as one team is with a random name. They went into hockey, gaming, gone
Gone
live.
live.
Gaming gone live. Okay then.
All right. Don't worry, it's a new team.
It's a new team. They switched it out. All stand-ins. All stand-ins.
They are all stand-ins. Look at that.
And
Doesn't it
actually,
like detect so if you have an official name and you have an official team, doesn't it like just change your tag if you're proclaiming that in a lobby? Otherwise it just says stand-in, right?
yes,
Pretty
it
sure that's how
does.
it works.
It should at least. I can't guarantee it, but I think it works like that.
All right. Well, Doom gets banned this time, so Void is left in the pool. We'll see if Balkan Bears decide they want to go for that. To be honest, I think Void is really good, but not the be-all end-all.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the last time it started, I'm not too sure if they just banned differently because the wrong side had the first pick or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure the remake that we just had a Faceless Void getting banned.
Huh? I mean, the one before this, yeah, I had a Faceless Void getting banned, and it was different because of the first pick thing.
Well, and actually I got confirmation from the Balkan Bears manager in the meantime that we will most likely be just going into the support role full on because he likes playing support more nowadays at least with a team, not in the pubs. And his reason was that he can control the game better while being a support.
Support's really, really fun when your team doesn't suck. So that's why it's not fun to play support in pubs, but it's really fun to play support,
That's
in my
why I hate
opinion.
solo queuing nowadays. That must be the reason, man.
Nah, man, solo queue is fine,
Not
but
for supports.
nah. No, you just pick Jakiro. You get tons of money from just pressing E and hitting
Every time I
towers.
get Shakiro, it's a clockwork against me and just cogs, better result, and GG. It literally happened 3 times in a row. I'm like, this cannot be how. But in any case, back to this game at hand. Skyriff Mage was the first pick for Balkan Bears, but a Brave King Shadow Shaman for Team Trials. So some of the heroes are being overlooked for, like, example, a Brewmaster.
Yeah, I think Brew is overrated, honestly. Like, he has such a strong mid-game surge. He's kind of like Venomancer. Like, he just is so, so good between, like, 15 to 30 minutes that most of the time the game just ends. But if it just gets beyond that, it's kind of underwhelming. And almost, you find yourself thinking, like, well, I have Ags and Vlads, I have, like, 10k net worth. Why can't I do anything with this hero? But Hockey Gaming, they go very quickly for a Lion. So another hero with double disable in both the Earth Spike and the Hex. But as opposed to Shadow Shaman, Lion can actually just blast him down with the Finger of Death.
Man, especially with that Ancient Seal combination of his. Ancient
Yeah,
Seal
that's
into
pretty
Finger
good.
of Death, man. That is death indeed.
That really hurts. I don't know if a lot of people can deal with
I mean,
that,
I
but
want to see Aghanim's Finger with Ancient Seal and just have a Veil of Discord for the heck of it, and maybe even a shotgun, not a shotgun, but the E-Blade.
and do it against Visage with no points in Gravekeeper's Cloak.
How sick would that be?
There are fun things you can do, like in bot games and stuff like that. And I think I saw a picture of someone getting Visage down to like 1300, negative 1300 magic resist or something, with like Ancient Seal and E-Blade and Veil and all that other
Ice
stuff.
Vortex, I
Ice
guess.
Vortex as well. But regardless, that's not really going to happen. The point is that with Skywrath Mage having the high move speed and Lion having the low move speed, but both the disables, they're actually going to be a really good roaming combo. They're just very squishy, and it's just in this meta, people are just a lot better about positioning themselves. So everyone's getting away with picking squishier and squishier heroes. You see like squishy heroes such as Windrunner and Zeus in the last game, which wouldn't normally be picked as often just because they're really easy to kill if you have bad positioning. But since everyone's just better, it's a lot easier to deal with. But Balkan Bears, speaking of bans, are going to ban 2 flying heroes. They're going to ban out the Viper as well as the Jakiro, 2 death ball-oriented heroes as well. And whereas the Furion as well as the Brewmaster are going to be banned out from Team Trails. They're not going to have too many ways to deal with that, they suspect. So we'll see what they go for the third pick here. This is normally where a lot of time is taken, as we mentioned in the last game.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of time at their hands as well, of course. 1 minute 50, they have yet to use a single second of the reserve time. But having a Wraith King and Shadow Shaman definitely doesn't give almost anything away about your lineup or what do you want to go for. Something like a Tidehunter could be available for the offlane if they wanted to just a tanky hero who can also with the Kraken Shell possibly survive anything really. But they go for a Witch Doctor instead, so...
Void is still in the pool.
Wait, it actually is. Wow, I didn't even notice it. I mean, Void can fit for Team Trials, I guess. Just be the offlaner, have either Wraith King or... I would love to see like Shadow Shaman or Witch Doctor in the core role, but I highly doubt it's gonna happen.
The only reason you don't really see Witch Doctor in the core role that often is just he only needs Aghanim Scepter to kill an entire team on his own. Everything else is complete luxury, and another hero is going to do it better. Shadow Shaman is decent, because... Oh my god, a Bloodseeker. Yes! I love the... Okay. This hero is underrated, but I don't know. I want to see the next pick before I really go on my Bloodseeker rant.
Well, the Centaur is picked up and the Clockwork coming out from Balkan Bears. I mean, to be honest, Clockwork and Bloodseeker... Clockwork can just kind of stop the Bloodseeker from getting close to anybody as well if the cogs are mispositioned. And Bloodseeker, I guess he can make it so that Lion can easily get in range when the Rupture is on somebody. Rupture, of course, is good as well against Stampede now, to be honest. You don't really want to run away when you're Ruptured when Stampede is there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the other thing, too, is that Clockwork... His synergy with Bloodseeker isn't that obvious, but the point is that he has 3 ways to cancel TPs, which is what Bloodseeker has the hardest time with. So I'm wondering if they're protecting a Slark pick here as well. That could also work out. But Bloodseeker, I think, is pretty underrated, if for nothing else than that 9-second silence on a 6-second cooldown. It makes it really difficult for these supports such as Shadow Shaman and such as Witch Doctor, but they're going to go with a TA here. And if this is a TA against the Bloodseeker, that's actually a really easy lane for the Templar Assassin, I think. Just because she has better damage early on, and Bloodseeker really depends on getting... He's pretty squishy. He's not going to get a poor man shield at level 1 most of the time, which is why Quelling Blade is so core on him, because you want to get the regen from the Bloodbath. But if TA is able to get a lot of denies early on, say like the first 2 waves, you're sitting at low health and you can't go up to the creep wave to the last hit, or else you get hit by side blades a lot. But consequently, late in the game as well, if Bloodseeker wants to silence TA, perfect. She's a right-click damaging carry, and she can still activate side traps while she's silenced. So she's already used Metal, she already has her Fraction on, she doesn't care about the silence as well. So I think that was a really smart pickup here.
Yeah, it can be pretty damn strong, and of course, if the Wraith King is to be a carry one, it also helps just boost his damage with the melt, getting the minus armor onto anybody. And do you think Team Trials actually might be looking at an aggressive tri lane with this Shadow Shaman, Witch Doctor plus the Wraith King, leaving Centaur safe lane and TA mid?
They certainly could. It is a lot of disable, and the other thing too is that Balkan Bears' tri lane is still good, just because they have so many disables and so much damage with the Lion as well as the Skywrath Mage. And if Lion gets the Mana Drain level 2, that line, like the tri lane's won. Okay, this is a core Skywrath.
Yeah, it sure looks to be like one at the moment. So, meet Skywrath incoming, by the looks of it. And Skywrath against Temper Assassin, how well should he do?
Not well at all. He should get absolutely crapped on. He has 0 armor, he has terrible damage, you can refract the Arcane Bolt, Arcane Orb. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Can Clockwork stand mid lane up against the TA?
I think Clockwork can do okay, but then you kind of force yourself into a weird aggro tri-lane sort of thing. Dazzle actually can do okay if he goes mid. It looks like it's a...
Yeah?
Oh yeah, it's a mid Dazzle. I think.
That's going to be fine, just Poison Touch up to TA and...
Yeah, Dazzle actually can do pretty well mid lane against the TA, and they buy a Sentry right away as well. So, all right, enough talking about the mid lane. Let's introduce the teams. So, on the side of Balkan Bears, we're going to have Pandrino playing your safe lane Bloodseeker. Going the off lane as a Clockwork is going to be Haki. On the support Skywrath, it's going to be Zaningata. On the support Lion as well, it'll be Wee. And then going to mid lane as your Shadow Priest, it's going to be Levy.
Yeah, I mean, this looks to be something fun already from Balkan Bears to come out. They are in an aggressive tri-lane, although I do believe Lion as well as Skywrath Mage might just rotate to the top lane. Depending on the lane, of course, I guess. Oh, Monken, he wants to get up close. He has the boost speed as well, but is this bait going to be worth it? I mean, Balkan Bears, they are outnumbered after all. And Battery Assault was picked up on Haki as the first skill. It was a little bit risky. Otherwise, if there was aggression, you could have easily just cogged off this area and be safe. But they're baiting really hard.
Yeah, sure are. But they're going to be surrounded here. This is a really strange bait. Conch Shot is going to go, but Wraithfire Blast is there as well. Oh, he's getting hit by the Concussive Shot, but there's the Impale. Really odd to level that up at level 1 instead of the Hex, but he's going to get the first blood anyway. Battery Assault paying off right now. And does he have an Earth Spike again? No, he doesn't. So they're going to take that first blood, and that's really, really strong when you're having a roaming support duo like this.
Yeah, I mean, the bait definitely worked out in the end. At the start it was like, oh crap, you don't know, Team Traels actually has 5 heroes there. But in due time, the other heroes just needed to go into their mid and off lanes respectively. So, just really nice move from Balkan Bears, getting the first blood. And this will just ensure the Clockwork has a slightly easier time in the off lane as it is. Just getting some intimidation factor here.
Right, absolutely. Now they can roam behind on the TA. Conch Shot's going to be there. She already used her refraction charges. She's only level 1. And Earth Spike right clicks. Oh, no, she gets the refraction off. Poison Touch is going to burn through that pretty effectively, but she has her bottle on the way, so...
I have to say, this was just uncoordinated at the moment. Just as the support rotated in, the Dazzle actually ran back from the high ground to the creeps. So, if he had just stayed and straight out a couple of more right clicks before the refraction came out, definitely would have been enough to just finish the job.
For sure, but at the very least, Levy is level 2, and the TA is... She only has 62 experience points, but she's going to get a lot from this wave, and now the roaming support duo are going to be heading top to look for Fury.
It should be an easy kill. He doesn't even... Well, he has 1 point into return, and he's rather tanky with boots as well as Stout Shield, but the slow comes out. Will it be enough? He isn't level 2 quite yet, and they give up on the aggression almost immediately. The lane's just...
Yeah, Pandrino is having a hard time last hitting, and I think you'll see these circumstances and be like, oh, what, they missed out on a kill, but at the same time, it's risky because you're not always going to get the kill, and a lot of the times in these circumstances... Oh, wow, never mind, bottom lane. Clockwork goes down. Sorry for talking about that.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of it. It just doesn't really matter. He was dead by that time anyway. Literally, he had like 10 HP by that time.
Right.
Looked like TT, they were just discussing like who's going to get the last hit. They were just waiting for it even a little bit.
Fair enough. But to continue my discussion about that is, a lot of the times forcing the offlaner out of experience range is almost as good as killing them, most of the time. And you're not always going to get the kill, which even if you got the last hit of the assist gold, you only get like, what, 100 or 300 gold, which is, it's always better to just go and hit a wave of creeps. So Pandrino made the right decision there.
Yeah, and actually mid lane, actually Levy at the moment gonna go on the aggressive for a little while. He has the haste run, so he can easily do so. The room comes in as well on the Witch Doctor. But Levy, he actually used the Poison Touch to get past Yalexen and get to the rune faster himself. So really nice usage of that. Level 2 on the Poison Touch as well, just getting the extra amount of slow there. But top lane looks like... I mean, Padrino, I think with that little help that he got now, he should be able to just farm rather freely now up against the Centaur.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bloodseeker is one of the heroes that doesn't really care too much about harassing the Centaur because of their turn, just because he always has Bloodbath with him. And he can always silence himself and give himself a little bit more damage as well. And Centaur's best escape mechanism, you know, Stampede, not really the greatest against Rupture.
Yeah, and well, at the moment, mid lane Temper Session just continues to farm up a little bit. 7-1 compared to Levi's 10-5 at the moment.
Well, she's been forced off the lane a lot, so I don't think that's really a fair comparison, just because she's scared of getting roamed on while these supports are missing, things like that. It really hasn't been a both of them are hitting creeps. Levy's just had more time at the creeps than her.
Yeah, and to be honest, Temper Session has to feel a little bit like as well that they actually didn't go down to begin with for the rotation. So that was at least good, didn't give away any unnecessary XP to the Dazzle or Gold.
Right, absolutely, and this is very much a snowbally lineup. Like, they're not looking to go late with a carry Bloodseeker and a carry Dazzle. I mean, they're both decent heroes. Like, Dazzle's the only one that's really going to fall off. Bloodseeker is not the greatest late game, but getting a free 120% damage on yourself is pretty nice. You can kill supports really, really easily, so I think that's okay. But it is a lot better to just make sure you just play safe if you're TT right now.
Yeah, and what actually do you think, Padrino, the Bloodseeker's item build is gonna look like?
Well, I got a Ring of Basilius right away. I really am a big fan of the fighting build with Bloodseeker, where you pick up something like either Treads, like pick up your upgraded boots, get either Drums or Vladimir's, and then go for a Blade Mail. The reason is that you can farm pretty efficiently, those items aren't that expensive, and it is almost always a guaranteed kill, because you rupture someone...
Mid lane, they get TA. I mean, just the silences. Poison touch is level 3 by now as well. The damage was real, the slows coming out. And make it 2-1, 5 minutes in.
Oh,
It's
the top
a little
lane.
bit more action.
He's gonna go down. Just a Witch Doctor right click, 61 damage. Paralyzing Cast gonna be there. Waited till he was near the creep wave as well. And there's the Letter Age as well. And Double Edge gonna be able to get him with the help of the creep wave and the last hit from the Witch Doctor. So now he's got his boots as well. Really good rotation up there. Skywrath Mage though coming up with smoke. Is he gonna be able to get this Arcane Bolt? He thought about it.
I mean, just a little bit too off target. Actually, Rocket Flare came out as well. It also missed. Fury just choking them out at the moment. Really nice, just presence of mind. Maybe they called out bot lane. Durum actually going for a TP out. Senigata can't stop it, of course, with anything at all. I was expecting the Witch Doctor to just try to maybe soak up some XP, although the lane was at such a position that had he been caught, would have been a certain death.
Right, absolutely. So, in the meantime, Balkan Bears, they're getting their work done, for sure. But it's still fairly even. I wouldn't like to say one team is ahead or behind. But as expected, when you pick a really early game lineup like this, when you have the Dazzle and the Bloodseeker, I think that you need to be a little bit more ahead.
Yeah, and actually now Haki, he's level 6 on the Clockwork, so that's definitely a pretty huge item pickup. Just having that hookshot available to you. Although, thanks to the last kills that they got on the top lane, Fury is level 5.5 as well. They've smoked up, they want Padrino again. Paralyzing cast to bounce around. Actually, that doesn't bounce at all. The hooftop is there. They might have enough to double edge. No, he just silences
why
up
do you
Fury.
silence him?
Oh man, Haki, can he get the power cogs? He has enough mana for it. The Hex is there. It should be an easy one to balance. He pushes Maka and as well as Turum back at the same time with Fury. He is tanky. He gets the hooftop as well. Haki actually might go down double edge paralyzing cast. Yes, they get the counter at the very least.
Well, I think it was still important for the Clockwork to do that because he got the kill
Senigata,
first.
he finds Turum as well. The silence concussive shot was used. But he himself is only level 4 on Skywrath. So can follow up.
Right, absolutely. But the thing is, Clockwork really needs these early kills to get some more experience. And he died first, or he got the kill first, so a little bit better for him than otherwise. And looks like he might be gone on here. But Concussive Shot is there, Rupture is there as well. Ether Shock, and he's triple silenced right now. He's just standing still. Mana's going to be drained, but Voodoo Restoration's there, and there you go. That's a wasted Rupture.
Yeah, I mean, usually you would definitely want to set up just a kill with the first Rupture of the game for you. But I guess the cooldown isn't all that long, although it does hurt on the mana pool a little bit for him.
Mid lane, TA's getting a little bit brave here. Dazzle does have Shallow Grave, though. So, going to be hard to kill Levy there.
Yeah, he's a little bit low on mana though, just constantly spamming out the spells. Is he gonna Bottle Crow or just hope to get the 8-minute rune here?
I think he might just hope to get it and then check. But TA, she's gonna run top and just hope it's there as well, and she'll get lucky. So she gets
prediction skills.
No, the best is when you guess the specific rune too. You're like, all right, I'm wandering towards the top rune and I need a regen, and it's gonna spawn now, and then it does.
That's the best feeling. It's like, hells yeah, I'm a sorcerer.
So we haven't looked at the bottom lane, but Wraith King just farming away, goes for Blink right away before Treads, has the highest CS on the board right now. So now he has his initiation power. He's also got 1 point in stats, he's got his ultimate, and with that, he decides he wants to go top. Yeah,
they have the Stampede as well, just for additional damage if need be, or make the escape or get the jump on them, and looks like they really want to go. They're gonna go into Stump V or Stun V. This Rupture comes out, and actually now probably Yakami. He's in such trouble. Oh, the Earthspike catches to now Fury. He's gonna get caught in the cogs. Although Yakami, he got out there. Did the cogs just push him through the trees?
Cogs push him through the trees.
Oh man, that.
There is a hook shot available, and it misses. Blink away was too strong.
And I have to say, just the cogs pushing him away. That's something I did not predict to happen. I thought both of them are gonna get caught there.
Well, the other thing is he had reincarnation anyway. You don't really want to spend your ultimate on a hero that has that free Aegis.
Oh, but if you get like it when it's still level 1, the room actually gonna get slowed down.
There's a fight mid.
They're gonna get to room actually one more directly. Come on, you can get it. Nope. They get the Hex. He finally goes down to the damage over time of Dazzle. Gets another poison touch. That's gonna be reincarnation pop. 260-second cooldown.
It's absolutely. In the meantime, Tia picked for phase boost, but now that's 4 heroes going on to your Wraith King. He's probably going to go down, but TA going after the line. Shallow Grave is there as well. Sentry Ward's going to be dropped so that she can't meld, but she already used it. Phase Boot's going to help her get away, though. And Shadow Shaman just kind of idly standing by, not sure which spell to use. But then there's the Paralyzing cast as well. Levy, he doesn't have a Grave. That's a level 1 Grave, very long cooldown. But Ancient Seal now onto the no mana Shadow Shaman. TA, she is ruptured. She's taking some Voodoo Restoration, though. She'll be able to make it back home to safety.
Yeah, everybody's just so low and out of mana at the moment. In the end, Balkan Bears, they did come out ahead, I think. Just getting Grave King not only once, but twice as well. So Reincarnation on cooldown, still for another 213 seconds. Just losing it when it's still level 1, it's such a long cooldown.
Yeah, it sure is. What do you think about this Core Dazzle? What do you think his item build is like? What do Core Dazzles even really go for?
I guess Mech is something you can build just to begin with at the moment. Or if you want even a Medallion of Courage, maybe not a core item, but to get the hookshot onto the room.
Whoa, that's Shallow Wave. That does some damage.
I don't know even, like, do you go Aghanims here? I don't think so.
I guess you go like Shivas and AC, I guess. I don't know.
It's something you don't see. Actually,
you
it pops to me.
Desolator. I guess you could go Deso.
It would actually be really good. I mean, it synergizes with everything you have. Even the Poison Touch does physical damage.
Yep. Oh my god, the double Earth Spike as well as Believe. Getting a lot of damage, but the Finger of Death going to be able to secure the kill. Arcane Bolt going to be able to get another one as well. Shallow Grave going to be on the Levy. He's very low health right now, and... So, oh my god, that Hoof Stomp was on 3. He might go down as well. Witch Doctor Ultimate's going to be committed. Hockey's out of mana. And Double Edge is there as well. 61 HP. That Bracer going to be... If he didn't have that Bracer, he was a dead man there.
Yeah, so in the end, it's 2-for-2 exchange, which a little bit maybe even favors Team Traels since they were just falling behind, kind of. Although I have to say, Balkan Bears, they stood around overall. I mean, they never left for the base for proper regen for like 3 minutes in that mid lane now. They were just fighting and fighting, and Clockwork, he was literally, all he did was run in and right-click because he didn't have any mana for anything else.
Sometimes, you know, you just gotta run in and right-click. TA is going to be going for the Phase Drums build, so no Blink this game. Looking for the initiation from that Wraith King, so going to be going for the general carry build. Be interested to see if she decides to go for BKB or if she goes for a Lincoln Sphere. Probably wants to just go BKB this game. Doesn't really care maybe about the Bloodseeker spells. Because she can always meld as long as there's no detection, and if she gets that extra damage from the Blood Rage, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But speaking of Bloodseeker...
Oh my, what? Night Vision?
What? What? What?
The Bloodseeker definitely saw the Witch Doctor. I don't know what's happening. He gets the silence, but Blink stun into his face. Actually, he's gonna go down. Hex is there as well. They need a little bit extra. The shackles come out, but he gets the free man Earth Spike. Are you kidding me right now? They get the Hex on the Wraith King. No reincarnation still for 60 seconds. 2 are down. He gets the Reaper Blast onto Levy, but I think he's pretty much down. It's just a matter of time now. Can't even deny himself. And Cogs up onto Alexen in the meantime. Hockey might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew at this point in time, Alexen. He's gonna be in trouble. Battery Assault buying. Sometimes the beat comes out as well. Another reflection. Nope. There's just Shallow Grave comes for the rescue. And now a nice hoof stomp. Nope. The war stomp, hoof stomp. He got stopped by that Earth Spike.
Oh. Oh wait,
Holy
no.
crap.
The Bloodseeker. So tough to meld. But Centaur, he should be able to get away. He's got his Blink. Does he bait this? He might bait this. Rock Flare will cancel his Blink for a little bit. And is there a wraparound from their Witch Doctor? No, there's not.
Well, he could have gone easily back in. Now, actually, Hoof Stomp lands onto Levy only. Actually, they doesn't have the Shallow Grave anyway. Just the heals. Paralyzing Cask as well. Earth Spike onto Fury. No follow-up at the moment, but the Hex is there. Shackles, even the Death Ward committed. That's gonna be at least 1 kill, so they do get one in the end.
What an unnecessary kill secure. With that double edge. That Death Ward had him. But he had to go back to base anyway, I suppose.
Duru might be in trouble now, Senigata. Just Concussive Shot, that's gonna be an easy kill. V is there as well. Concussive Shot, Mystic Flare, he runs into it. And that was the Ancient Seal, Finger of Death.
Yep. So the Blade Mail, like I was mentioning earlier, is picked up by Pandrino. The reason you do this is because if someone doesn't have a TP and you rupture them and then you want to silence them, normally what they want to do is turn around and right-click you, but if you have the Blade Mail, they literally just have to stand there and watch you kill them. So, pretty good build. If he goes for BKB or goes for like a Basher next, I think those are the 2 most reasonable choices. He could maybe go Diffusal if he really wanted to, but it's really... it's a theoretical counter to Wraith King, but really isn't that great because he has a pretty high mana pool at the higher levels anyway. So, I think he probably goes for either the BKB or goes for the Abyssal next.
Yeah, it would make sense at the very least. He's gonna find the Alexan. He's gonna catch him as well. Rocket Flare flies over him, but Better Assault is down. Will he go for the Cogs? No. Actually, he ran a Ryan, but now gonna get hexed up by V. Earthspike to follow up as well. Some mana drain, silenced up by the Ancient Seal. And easy kill. Actually, Fury, they might get the counter. The Hoofstomp with the double edge. Paralyzing cast. Will it bounce enough? The death ward once again. Levi, he's shackled up. He can't heal anybody when that happens. That was literally a repeat of the last kill, pretty much, more or less. Double edge into Senigata as well. They're losing way more than they just came for.
Oh, what a blink! Battery assault. Oh, he can't stun! Alright, now he can stun. Let's see if he can get in range. He has reincarnation, but he doesn't have the mana for it. But I don't know if Hockey's going to be able to think about that. Another Shackles. And, well, okay, Bloodseeker King. He's got his Blade Mail, too. He's got a lot of Thirst Charges. Let's see if he goes for anyone. He's going to go for the Shadow Shaman. He should. Silencing him as well. You can't really right-click him down. And get him below half health. And there you go. With the help of Wii, he's going to be able to take him down. Does he see anyone? No one else. Or, sorry, the Centaur is below half health. But in the meantime, Pandrino will just farm this stack up.
Well, the Bloodseeker coming in like that, just setting up 2 kills, Wii helping out a little bit with the secondary one. It made this trade kind of okay-ish. So in the end, it was a 3-for-4. Otherwise, it would have been a 1-for-4, which would have been just straight-out disaster. And of course, Bloodseeker, getting a little bit bigger always helps. Has another 2k gold all of a sudden, and just farming up enemy stacks. And Bloodseeker, he can just so easily do so. He's never gonna fear for his life.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's already almost got the gold for a Basher or a BKB if he wants to go for either of them. I think it is a BKB game for him. He decides he's gonna go Necrobook, actually. So that's an interesting choice.
And Yakami might be in trouble. Weave is used as well. Levi, they get the Earthspike. Will they have enough damage? Reincarnation is alive. And this is actually going to get the slow. Paralyzing cast to bounce around as well. Another death ward gets cancelled almost immediately. Hookshot into 2. Are you kidding me? Power Cox to push them all back. The Shadow Wave goes through. They use the Finger of Death. 1-4-0 so far. Magan might get chased down by Padrino though. The Earthspike connects as well, but he's still alive. Mass Serpent Wars, they don't want to fight under that. He gets stunned up. Melted. He's going to go down, but another Hex up onto Fury before he dies. So a 2-for-1 in the end, but man, that hookshot and Cogs.
Yeah, absolutely. That hookshot and Cogs was... It was really good, but you just see when Clockwork is behind-ish like that on farm, like not to say he's really that behind, like he's on par with the Lion, but he goes in and he just dies because Centaur is so tanky, there are so many disables as well, and until he gets that Blade Mail or gets those drums, he's gonna be suffering that a lot. Oh my god. Oh, but there's a Rupture! Fury! He's going down. Pandrino, chase the man! Get the Centaur. Oh, but the creeps kill him or something. I'm not sure, but the Wraith King is silenced up. He doesn't have a reincarnation because they did just use it. Battery Assault is there, and he's going to go down as well. So this should be a tier 1 tower. 73 HP, wasn't denied. And so Pandrino going for this Necrobook, I'm assuming it's for the mana burn for the Wraith King, but I would expect that he would just go Diffusal.
I guess they don't want to drag this game out later than they should, and I guess it might be a smart choice as well. Plus, of course, we coming out from Dazzle, just providing the minus armor makes pushing rather easy with the heals to follow up. So, in a sense, I can understand it. Although, if it fails, if the push fails, he's not going to be the carry Bloodseeker by the end of it.
I know, I feel like Diffusal's such a good choice here. I think the only carries that Necrobook is really good on are Lycan. And I think and Death Prophet, I guess, but or Nature's Prophet, but
the Rupture on the Wraith King, can they follow up? Yes, the hookshot is there. Power Cogs. Oh, Fury gets the double man moved up, double edge to follow Padrino. He might be in trouble. Paralyzing cast goes through with the Death Ward as well. He does have the Blade Mail, but just don't care at all. The Shackles onto Hockey as well. No more Battery Assault anymore. Fury is low on mana, gets the mana boots and another stun. Earthspike was used onto 2, but is he gonna go down now as well? I think so.
He's got a Hex. He's fine.
And he needs
totally
to do something
fine. Now he has his Force Staff. He's fine.
Shackles onto Levi, Dazzle, he's there.
Watch this.
Bang, Makan gonna go down. Actually, can they turn it around? Turum gonna get slowed down by the Poison Touch. Are you kidding me? Levi just came in, and suddenly Hoofstomp actually lands on 2 by Fury. Will he get the kill? Double H! Oh, so close to Force Staff a little bit. Just not even off target, but it didn't matter in the end. Levi couldn't get the heal in time.
And too bad the Yules is off cooldown, but I would have been able to cancel that TP. So Dazzle decides to go for the Yule Scepter here. I'm wondering if that's just another thing to help out the Bloodseeker. It's also just in general a very good item on Dazzle. So he's got a lot of move speed, a lot of mana regen, and on these supports, or just these heroes that have these innate healing mechanisms, such as Voodoo Restoration or anything that Dazzle has. Mana regen essentially means you have health regen too, so pretty good choice for him. I'm interested to see if he wants to go for the full-on race car with the drums or just leaves a casual bracer. But I think something like maybe a Deso or an Ags can really help his team out.
I mean, this one would be such a great item pickup, to be honest, I think. But Alexin at the moment on the procession first went for the drums, he picks up an Ogre Club, so looks like BKB will be the next choice. Definitely not a bad one by any means as well.
Well, the other thing too, have you ever gone Ags on Dazzle? It's really good. It has an insane cast range, and that armor actually does a lot more than Deso for about the same price. So I think Deso is objectively a little bit worse, even if he decides to go for it. But hold that thought, is on the mid lane. Poison touch is there. Weave's not going to be committed, but there's the Earth Spike as well. Mystic Flare, lots of hate. They know exactly when that ultimate's coming back on cooldown. They've killed him 3 times before it's come back off cooldown.
Yeah, man, even though he is level 11 by now, the last time he died he was just 10 or 9. So man, just that long cooldown hurts them so bad. But actually Fury on the center, he's rather farmed. He's the second most farmed hero in this game at the moment, and
He's 7-3 and 10.
he's gonna have his Reaver soon.
If he decides to go for that. It could just be a casual vitality booster, but I do think he will be going hard here. But Hockey comes in, he has his Blade Mail finished, but the Serpent Ward's just doing a lot of damage. Hockey, he might, is the Shadow Shaman going to go down? No, the Shallow Grave is there as well, but here comes the TA. There's some people trapped into a corner. That's already a 3-0 already. Lots of heroes with pretty low health going back. The Serpent Ward's doing a lot of damage, but the Silence's Finger of Death committed to get another kill. Currently a 4-0. Really awkward fight, but in the end, Balkan Bears coming out very, very well on top.
Yeah, man, Fury, he got a really nice hooftop up onto 2 with the double H to follow up. Almost brought Zenigata down immediately. And Padrino, he actually dropped pretty damn low as well on the Bloodseeker, but suddenly 2 kills happened while he was completely next to them and back to full HP. And Roshan is the next target for them. And who do you think is actually going to pick up the Aegis here? Is it maybe even going to be a Dazzle?
I definitely think Bloodseeker is the best Aegis carrier on this team. He's going to do a lot, especially the biggest problem with Bloodseeker in general is that he relies on snowballing, literally snowballing in the fights where he gets a kill, he's back to full health, everyone's low HP, he has a lot of thirst charges, things like that. So he can just kind of go a little bit recklessly into a fight, and if he dies, everyone's low HP anyway, he comes up with 3 or 4 thirst charges, and all of a sudden he's hitting really hard, moving really quickly, and that would probably be the best for their team. And they agree with me, so they go ahead and give the Aegis to Pandrino.
Oh man, I'm just looking at the net worth chart and overall what items somebody has. This Wraith King, he got a pretty nicely timed Blink Dagger, but of course he went for a rather naked one without even finishing the power threads, just Brown Boots of speed into Blink. And after that, the power threads is more or less the only item he has gotten. The hookshot actually misses from Alexin, but his TP is on cooldown. Rocket Flare to scout him out. No, he melded before. Sneaky plays.
Sneaky. Wait, how did he get in there? Is there a gap in the trees? I didn't see exactly how the TA got in there.
Yeah, I guess he game like that.
You can you phase boots through this part?
I guess it must have been it.
Oh,
no
there you go.
No phase boost necessary.
Voila, I learned something new today. Well, top lane's getting pushed pretty hard. There are a lot of range creeps here. They all have Vampiric Aura as well. So we'll see if they go for something. They might just be chasing this TA. But they don't have detection. Just casually going and melding places.
But V has himself a Blink Dagger and a 4-staff now. That's actually pretty huge. Another Rocket Flare, but meld, he's waiting for it. Now he melds. But detection, is it coming? Yeah, they have dust. They have dust.
They have dust. Yeah, she's dead.
Mercy!
It's okay. Space created. Top tower went down.
Oh, but Yakami might not be as lucky at the moment. Mana Drain, it's not going to be there in time. Necrobook was used, but I think it's going to go down double. Or is he hoofed up onto 2 Levy? They need to bring down the Dazzle before the heals come. No, he gets the Shallow Grave, the Death Ward activated as well, Padrino. Can he actually escape? He has the Aegis, so I guess they don't care as much. Slow up onto at least 2 heroes. Earth Spike to follow. Finger of Death, it comes out. It's a 3-4-0 so far. Fury gonna get hexed up. Mana Drain taken out. Can they get the 5th one as well? Durum, yes, slowed down by the Poison Touch. No escaping this.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really fortuitous... Levy had a regen rune there, so as soon as he backed up on 1 HP, he just activated that regen rune and came back into the fight with his whole kit, so... And this lineup features a lot of low cooldowns too, so... Especially once Clockwork gets the Aghanim Scepter, as long as they just have the sustain, they can always be fighting like this.
Yeah, man, with a Dazzle, they sure as well look to have the sustain, even an earn on him. Plus another 3.2k gold. And activates the weave, plus armor for everybody of their heroes. They can easily just tank up the tower and pretty much everything that TT has. It's actually about the weave as well. It even blocks a lot of just the death wards damage, which is actually level 2 by now. But, man, this is gonna be the first set of racks.
Yeah, the Death Ward and the TA is most of their damage right now, and the Dazzle's just countering it so well. The Centaur is doing a lot of damage just by being alive, I guess, but that's not really enough.
Well, there's another fight. Paralyzing cast the bouncer on Fury. Can he get anything? No, he gets hexed up before the hooftop double H combination. Death Ward is there, but do they have enough armor? Actually, Weave has expired by now already. Padrino, he wants to go deep. He still has the Aegis somehow. He is gonna lose it this time around though. Necro level 3. If he comes out, he can use it. Fury drops extremely low Shadow Wave to damage him a little bit, but the Stampede. Will they catch up to anybody at all? Earthspike once again onto two heroes. He just gets the angle somehow as Fury is dropping low. Negative Earn Charge as well. Gonna bring down Levy at the very least with the double edge. Get some nice gold from it. But everybody else pretty much will get chased down and taken out.
Yeah, that's going to be... Well, they can't take a second set of racks because they're tier 2s up, so... This is at least the first set of racks, and the show will go on. The scary thing, though, is Bloodseeker's next to... He's close to his next item, so... Whatever he chooses to go for, whether he wants to go for the Basher, whether he wants to go for a Butterfly, Maelstrom, he can go for a Heart or a Scotty, anything like that. But the world is his oyster. And he's damaging his own teammate for no reason.
Oh, and look at Lion V. He has himself an Ogre Club as well as his Staff of Wizardry. That is almost guaranteed gonna be an Aghanim Scepter.
No, it's gonna be a BKB and a Dagon, man. Come on. It's gonna be a Heaven's Halberd as well.
I guess
the Aghanim Scepter is going to be really good as long as he can keep his mana up. 20-second cooldown, Finger Death in an AoE, one of the best abilities in the game. And there are no BKBs. No one has BKBs on the side of TT, and yeah, no one's going to get them either.
They got even more item because Padrino, he decided to use his gold for the SNY, Sans Yasha, so gonna be running a little bit faster. Has the chance to maim as well. Senigata has a Road of Athos now. Aghanim Scepter was finished on the Clockwork as Senigata. Oh, he was so close to actually running into the Mucken there.
Yeah, but there's an Invis rune on your Bloodseeker right now. He's running into the whole team. And Witch Doctor's like, wait, why am I being body blocked? And let's see, but there's the Earthspike on the PA and the Rupture, and Silence going to be on the Witch Doctor as well. Hookshot's going to be there as well. Stampede coming in, but Fury, he comes in, he gets the hook stomp on a lot. Serpent Ward's going to go down, Hockey's there, but he has the Blade Mail on. He doesn't really care that much, but there's the Cogs now. Okay, maybe he cares now. There's a Shallow Grave coming in. But in the meantime, it's still just a 2-0. Clockwork on very low HP right now. Serpent Wards, they will finally finish him off.
Yeah, and we actually is gonna go for more Blink Hex on Fury. No follow-up though. But Balkan Bears, it looks like almost every single time they only lose one hero, if even that. And that's gonna be tier 2.
Always just Clock. And that's a hero that's meant to jump in and die.
And oh, Blink Hex up onto Fury. Where's the follow-up? They get the Poison Touch as well. Mana Drain used. Stand up by the Earthspike and just easily get gotten rid of.
That's it. GG. Balkan Bears picked a very snowball lineup, played it well, and got the right items, played a lot of really good team fights, and they just looked like the better team this series.
They most certainly did, and it deserved 2-0 victory for them in this series. But guys, this is actually going to conclude it for us as well. Somebody else might take over some other Division 2 games from me, but I've been casting for like 10 hours straight, a little bit more even. So that's gonna be it for me for the day. There is still more Dota on HeflaTV 1 if it's still going on. Screen Squad versus Hehe. If not, there might be some Dota on Heflamok's channel. My Insanity versus Scripsis, the new team that replaced Goomba. Having some ex-Meteor Makers members like Crit and whatnot. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, you can always give a follow on this channel as well as our other channels and our social media. All the necessary links are below the stream. And Roxas, thank you so much for casting with me, and where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at callmeroxas. Other than that, I'll really only be casting on the weekends, so tune into the weekend games, and that'll be it for me. I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, that's it by me as well. Just a few songs to finish up the stream, and I'm probably gonna host it to another channel just straight after. But guys, once again, just much appreciated that you came, and hope to see you again.
Alright, see ya.